What's up guys, sharkeatyoshi here again, bringing you another battle video. In today's battle video, I'm going to be bringing you a battle from the ranked double battle ladders. So I was testing out my VGC team on the ranked double battle ladders because the VGC special ladder doesn't exist anymore, and hopefully Nintendo can go ahead and bring that back. I miss it so much. But anyway guys, this is the best way to test it out. It's essentially the 2013 format. Where you can play whatever you want, of course. So as you guys can see here, my opponent is running a very stacked team in Thunderous, Thunderous, wait, I get those things confused. I don't know what they are. Landorus, Tornadus, Hitmontop, and last but not least a Tracheon to round up their lineup. Why I am running my T-Tar, my Rotom Wash, my Aerodactyl, and last but not least my Mega Kangaskhan to round up my lineup. So let's go ahead and get started with the battle and see what happens here before I get even more confused with what those things are and their names. So essentially this whole battle is me trying to learn what the hell these things do. So I know what Hitmontop does, but that Therian form Tornadus, I don't know what that thing does. So he's going to go ahead and get a great lead against my two very high attacking, damaging Pokemon. Get the Intimidate off on both of these guys. I am going to go ahead and retrieve my Kang, thinking that he's going to go for the Fake Out on that slot. I am going to go ahead and bring in my Rotom because my Rotom can take that hit really well, and I am going to go for the Protect onto the Aerodactyl. He is going to go for the Fake Out onto the Aerodactyl, which makes me really happy, and he reveals that he has the Icy Wind, which is very scary because it destroys my Aerodactyl. It destroys essentially every Pokemon on my team because in the VGC meta, you need speed to win games, and speed is power. So he is going to go for the Protect onto his Tornadus. I am going to go for the Sky Drop, predicting the Protect onto the Hitmontop to get rid of that thing. And I am going to go for the Thunderbolt onto the Tornadus slots. He is going to get a very good play, and I should have saw this coming, but I was like, should I go ahead and Thunderbolt, or should I go ahead and Hydro Pump? I don't know. But it was really good switch by his part, so it is going to essentially waste my turn and ruin the attack on my Aerodactyl. As you guys can see there, I did no damage to that Hitmontop. He is going to go ahead and activate his eject button, which is a very good move on Hitmontop because you could start spamming your Intimidates left and right. He is going to go ahead and bring in his Tracheon. I'm going to go ahead and retrieve my Aerodactyl and bring in my Tyranitar so I can get the Sandstream up. And hopefully I can do some damage against these two Pokemon. So he is going to go for the Protect onto his Tracheon, thinking that I am going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, which I do. He is going to go for the Rock Slides with his Landorus. My Rotom flinches, which makes me very sad, but everybody is going to get buffered. Actually, only Rotom. But he is going to go for the Rock Slides again. I am going to go ahead and park my Citrus Berry, and Rotom is just getting wrecked here. Please, Rotom, please. So he is going to go for the Rock Slide again, and at this point, I really do hate it when people spam Rock Slides because they have a 60% chance of 60% chance of flinching on both Pokemon, which makes me very sad. So I am going to go for the Ice Beam, knock out his Landorus, get rid of that threat, and he is going to go ahead and bring in his Hitmontop so he can get the Intimidate off and have two fighting types to essentially counter these two Pokemon, since my Rotom is already very low and my T-Tar can essentially get destroyed by these two. So he is going to go for the close combat onto my Rotom and go for a second close combat with his Hitmontop onto my Tyranitar, of course knocking it out because that does a lot of damage, and I am quad weak to it. So good job, T-Tar. At least you knocked out one Pokemon, and a very high priority Pokemon. So at this point I'm very scared because I do not know what Tracheon does. I know it's a fighting rock type, and I know that it can do a lot of damage, and I do not know what kind of items it holds because I haven't played in that kind of format. Kangaskhan is going to have to come very big for me. It's going to have to come through for me. So he is going to go for the Protect onto the Tracheon, thinking that I am going to go for the Hydro Pump or the Will-O-Wisp, or, of course, the Fake Out. I am going to go for the Fake Out onto the Hitmontop, get it very close to knocking it out, and I know I have to knock out this Hitmontop because with the ability to intimidate me is really scary and can destroy my Kang and my Aerodactyl in the back. and I know I need those two Pokemon to win me the game. So I am going to go ahead and retrieve my Kangaskhan because I know these two are two fighting types, and they're going to go ahead and focus that slot. And I know bringing in Aerodactyl is really good here because I have the Focus Sash, and I have the ability to not have them use their berries because of the Unburden. So he's going to go ahead and hit me with the close combat, do a significant amount of damage, lower his defenses, and I am going to go for the final Will-O-Wisp, finally hitting my Will-O-Wisp after all these protects and misses and stuff like that. And at this point, I'm in a very good position because there's no way he can intimidate me. I can easily knock out his Hitmontop, and I am just going to go for the protect. And I think I go for it. Actually, he goes for the Sucker Punch again, and then he goes for the Rock Slides. Right here, I'm hoping that Rotom doesn't get destroyed since it did burn. It gets a crit, and it makes me very sad. If he didn't get the crit, I would have more than likely done a lot of damage to its Terrakion, and then next turn, I can just easily Sky Drop the Hitmontop and end the game. So he is going to go ahead and withdraw his Hitmontop, which is a very smart play by his part, because he knows that he needs to preserve that Hitmontop to win himself the game. So he's going to go for the Protect onto the Terrakion, and I am going to go for the Fake Out onto the Tornadus, predicting his Protect, and I am going to go for the Sky Drop onto the Terrakion, and apparently Terrakion is extremely heavy. I didn't know this because I don't usually play against Terrakion, but now I do know that Terrakion is extremely heavy. So he is going to go ahead and bring in his Hitmontop, and this really does suck because now he has the Intimidate off. I am -1 on two really high physical attacking Pokemon. I am going to go for the Sky Drop onto the Hitmontop so I can remove this from the field. He is going to go for the Icy Wind so he can slow down my Kang and hopefully knock out my Aerodactyl. Now my Kang is -1 in speed and attack, and this really does suck. Thankfully enough, Kang has enough power to knock out this this Tornadus, and now it's just 1v1 mano-a-mano because my Aerodactyl is going to go ahead and knock out his Hitmontop with just a sliver of health left. His Hitmontop is knocked out. So Terrakion is going to be a very scary Pokemon because he is going to go for the Rock Slides, and at this point I am extremely scared because once he knocks out my Aerodactyl, he's going to go ahead and reveal that he has a Lumberry, and I'm extremely scared because a fighting type against a Kang really doesn't work that well. So I am going to go for the return, do significant amount of damage, luckily enough get the crit, and I am extremely scared because he just barely switched in. So and he hit me with the Icy Wind, and I didn't think the Sucker Punch was going to knock it out, but luckily enough, I get the crit. And to tell you the truth, I don't think that Sucker Punch would have knocked it out because I am -1, and even with the Pronto Bond, it does resist it, and I don't know if it resists it or it is neutral, but still, I don't think that Sucker Punch would have been enough to knock it out, but luckily enough, I do get the crit and win a very close, awesome match. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, so pretty fun battle to my opponent, very good, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later with more battle videos. Bye, guys.